Let's get the party started. It's week number 4. Weight loss. Weight loss. Whole life challenge. Every time I always abbreviate weight loss with WL. So when I see WL, I'm thinking weight loss. But it's whole life challenge, which that's our changing our 7 habits, incorporating them into our busy lives, and making real change. And hopefully we're doing that because I definitely see some progress. I just need to make sure my tech is working. I know I'm on a minute or two early. I want to make sure my tech is working. And I've had a bit of a challenge with that this evening. My earlier show was running a little late. If you did not get a chance to catch the earlier show, it was all about hydration, which is certainly is one of the things that we're working on inside of the Whole Life Challenge, is getting better hydration. And I shared 6 things to get better hydration, 6 ways to do it. Okay. It was all about hydration. As you can hear, I forgot to turn my ringer down. All right. Cool. Make sure when you join that you give like a little thumbs up. And as usual, if you have any questions and you can't make the Facebook Live, not a big deal. You can reach out to me in a variety of ways. But so anyway, a little bit ago, I was talking about hydration. The very first time I did the Whole Life Challenge, I wanted to add more hydration. Now, I have increased my hydration over the years, especially after moving to Nevada. People think I live in the mountains, and it is mountainous, but this is high desert. Skin is dry, cuticles are dry. There's a few of you that are in the Whole Life Challenge that live here as well. You know exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't drink a lot of water, you are probably not going to feel real good. To say the least. I learned that very early on. I wasn't a water drinker when I got here. Yeah, I drank when I worked out. I drank when I did stuff. I drank when I skied. But boy, the rest of the time I wasn't drinking a lot. And then one of the things that I did is John and I bought a soda stream. Found a great deal on Groupon. Got a soda stream with the bottles for, I think it was 50 or 60 bucks at the time. It included one of the free carbonators. And what SodaStream does is it makes carbonated water. I love carbonated water. I hate regular water. That's just kind of feels like it sloshes around in my stomach and it just kind of sits there. So I love the carbonated water. By using the SodaStream, I have upped my intake. This is my SodaStream bottle. You can see this is a 20-ounce bottle that I use. I drink approximately at least 5 of these a day, if not more. 5, sometimes 6. I kind of lose count. I take them with me everywhere I go. I carbonate some water on my way out the door, take one along with me so that I am always hydrated. That's one of the ways that I have increased my water intake. But the first time I did the Whole Life Challenge, I wanted to increase it even more. Even though my body weight divided by 3, I was way more. It's like 54 ounces was what I was supposed to drink. I was already on top of that. So I decided I wanted to make sure that I was drinking over 100 ounces a day. What I did is I then took one of my favorite habits, which is anchoring, and I took a new habit, and anchored it to an old habit. The old habit was drinking coffee in the morning. So I will pour myself a cup of coffee, make myself a bottle of SodaStream at the same time, and my goal is to finish them together. And that way I added another 20-ounce bottle to what I'm already drinking. So if you're having problems with hydration, make sure you go back and watch the earlier show. I will post a link to it because I have a few more suggestions beyond those. If you have, make sure you say hello when you come in. Give me a little thumbs up. And we've got a couple people joining us. I can see that John is here. All righty. So let's get into things. How are you liking this week's challenge? I wanted to open with a song, but it will violate copyright laws and Facebook will flag this. I hope you're enjoying the tunes that I am putting into the Whole Life Challenge news feed, the team feed. If you're clicking on any of those, I love the videos to go along with them too. I've been jamming around the house to Bruno Mars. I really enjoy Bruno Mars. I found an oldie but goodie for you the other day, Walking on Sunshine. Sue suggested one that I really like, which was Bobby McFerrin, Don't Worry, Be Happy. So we've had a variety of them going around in the Whole Life Challenge. So if you would, before the challenge is over, please post what was your favorite song. And this week's challenge is going to end on Friday. Will be the last day for that, so we've got about 3 more days. I think the point of the challenge was to play the same song for the entire week. However, music really does get me going, and it makes me happy, and it makes me feel good. And I don't listen to it often enough. So I've been going through and picking out all the songs that I really like. And those are the ones that I've been sharing with you. So if you want mine, share some of the ones that you really like back with me and with everybody else in the rest of the group. Speaking of challenges, last week's group challenge was to see if you could post 6 out of 7 days for nutrition, because this is all about progress, not perfection. 6 out of 7 days in the nutrition, and that you would leave a comment about your nutrition and what was going on. And there were a few people that did it, and one of the things that I was thrilled about was your honesty. In fact, this person talked about she was recently out of town, and she talked about going off the rails. I can totally relate. It seems to me like I'm either really good or I'm really off the rails. There is no in between. I had one of those days myself this week, and just when you start, I can't stop. It's like, okay, I'll have one of these and one of these and one of these and one of these, and it just goes on and on and on. And it all starts for me because of one bad decision, and it kind of sounds like the same thing happened with her. So, Terry, we have a copy of Aspire coming your way. This is one of my favorite books. It is actually signed, if you can see that, I'm trying to tilt that right towards the light, signed by the author, Kevin Hall, and it's Discovering the Purpose Through the Power of Words. So, good book, headed your way. Let me know. You and I will be able to connect hopefully very soon, and I will be able to get that to you. So congratulations! Yay! Winner of last week's challenge. Next week's group challenge. And I'm just going to also check to see, reminder, if you have any questions, make sure you put your questions in here. Next week's group challenge is if you post 6 out of 7 days about your hydration and what you're drinking. Just say, Sue posted a few weeks ago, she asked about BAI, B-A-I, I'm not sure that's how you say it, but she asked about BAI, if that counted. I read the ingredients in it, I went and I bought one. I thought I saved the bottle. I bought a pomegranate flavor. It was extremely sweet. I think the next time that I purchase that, I would cut that with my carbonated water, and I would do that way. But it was really a nice alternative, and I wouldn't have tried it unless she mentioned it. So the challenge beginning today is for the next 6 out of 7 days is to post what you did for hydration, what you've been drinking, and the winner will receive dun 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 dun. Oh, it's summertime, one of my favorite summer products. This is called Soul Solution. The bottom of your feet, you know how you're at the bottom of your feet when you're wearing sandals and you're outside and they get dry and cracked. This works with allspice and a variety of different berries. The indigenous people of South America used a variety of these different things to help to soften rough and dry skin. Great for the bottom of the feet. John, don't worry if you happen to be the one who ends up winning this. It's also good for elbows, knees. I have a gentleman who purchases this from me routinely. He lays carpet. So he spends a lot of time on his knees, and he said, he went one day to cuddle with his wife, and his knees were against her, and she said, "Hey, get away from me, that feels nasty." So he uses this to keep his knees well conditioned. So anywhere that you have dry skin, feet, if it's a lady who wins this, it's also really good for the alligator cracks that we get from shaving during the summertime. This will help with that as well. So, Soul Solution. Make sure you're posting about your hydration levels. Okay. And again, if you have any questions, I'm going to see here. If you've got any questions, go ahead and put them in. I want to make sure that my tech is working. Perfect. We're also changing well-being challenges, right? So we're halfway through the challenge. I'm so proud of the things that I am seeing you ladies and gentlemen do through this challenge and the changes that you are making. I love Terry told a story about staying away from caffeine and how much better her body was feeling. Make sure that you catch that in the news feed. Sue has shared about her success staying away from Diet Coke. That is absolutely outstanding. I know how hard that is to do. She has also shared about her success, some of the affirmations she's doing to get a better mental well-being. Mary has gone through some of these things with family issues while this challenge is going on. And that's one of the things that's important about the challenge is we can combine healthy habits into hectic lives. It takes time and it takes practice and it takes energy, but they can definitely be done. And I'm seeing all of you do that. There have been so many success stories inside the news feed. I hope that you're reading it and you're getting some information from the news feed. Next week's challenge, speaking of challenges, next week's challenge starting this Saturday. Who likes puzzles? Me. This is about the mental challenge. So we're going to have a mental challenge to do like Sudoku or puzzles or things like that. Because, as we age, one of the things that can get more difficult is keeping our focus, our memories, things like that. That can be very, quote unquote, challenging. No. Okay. It can be very challenging. So we are going to have our new well-being challenge is going to be centered around puzzles and doing puzzles. Everybody is doing such a great job on the 7 habits. I know that everyone seems to have a different habit that they're focused on. I know John is focused on his sleep habit. We've got other people focused on hydration. Kathy is getting ready for a long run. Chris has had some things going on at work, and she's been struggling a little bit, but she's trying hard to stick to some of these principles. And you know what? It is a struggle. If there's one thing that I've learned for the last 14 years that I've been on this journey, a healthy journey, is that it's a struggle. Please be kind to yourself. Celebrate your progress. Take note of the things that you're doing that you would like to do differently, and then make plans to do them differently the next day. We are not perfect. We are never going to be perfect. Get that idea out of your head. So celebrate those success and try to do just a little bit better the next day. Well, I don't see any questions coming up. You can always reach me inside the Whole Life Challenge newsfeed here on Facebook. There's always lots of posts going on this Facebook page. You can email me, text me, call me, whatever way is easiest for you to reach me. I'm here to help you. We got 2 more weeks, I think, for this challenge, right? No, a little bit more than 2 more weeks. 2 weeks from Friday. So about 2.5 more weeks to the challenge. We're going to end on the 21st. So here's the time to bring it home strong. Because what happens whenever we start something new, we're all excited, we're all gung-ho, we're ready to do it. And then as time goes on, we fade. So 2.5 more weeks. Think about the changes that you want to make over the next 2.5 weeks. Put them inside of the news feed. We will help to hold you accountable and get it done before this round of the Whole Life Challenge is over. I hope everybody has a great evening, and I look forward to seeing you in the newsfeed. Good night.